Paradigms. Let me explain further. So I've been on holiday, really nice time in a really nice sunny place in the world. And I'm laying by the pool, enjoying the sun and, having a swim. And as it happens, there's a family behind us. And if you can believe it, they've got a more common accent than me. And one of the things, they kept on moaning and moaning and moaning about everything: the government, fuel prices, the cost of cigarettes, the cost of alcohol, blaming everyone, not taking responsibility, and generally not being happy. And I said to Sarah, how do they feel living in that paradigm? And that was their whole belief system. And it was ironic that, it's a 5-star hotel and they're moaning about the cost of fuel at home and beer, but they're still there and they can afford to do it. So there was a little bit of irony in there. Now, on the paradigm front, one of the things, you need to understand what it is first of all. So let me explain what a paradigm is and how you can make the shift if you want to. So a paradigm is a system of beliefs and values and ideas and habits that is a way of thinking about the real world, if there is such a thing as a real world, or the way that we perceive the world. And the paradigms, they control how you interpret everything in the world around you. Therefore, they control how you think and therefore how you act. So this is the saying here for you that you might want to actually make a note of. What you believe about you will always come true. You will not extend further in your life than the parameters of your belief. So anything that you believe about the way of the world or the way of life, then that is absolutely true. So you know that I've spoken to you about this before and say that the cognitive thought process is belief, thought, emotion, action. Action gives us the result, and the result will confirm the belief that we had in the first place. That effectively is a paradigm. That is the world in which we choose to live in. Now, what I would say to you is, what if, and this is the bit where I want you to prove me wrong and leave your comments in the below. Please give them to me about what you think, because your thinking controls your behavior. It's not the other way around. Your behavior doesn't control your thinking, because the thought comes first. And then at some stage you take action based on those thoughts. So, but lots of people, they believe it's the other way around. Oh, this is just my behavior. It's just the way that I am. They don't even realize that they're thinking. How crazy is that? That most people don't have a cognitive awareness that they're thinking about anything. They just do it. They just carry on and do whatever it is based blindly following a behavior pattern that is just habit. Why would they just keep doing that? So the question I've got for you in this is, why do you actually believe that? Where did you get those beliefs? Okay, where did the beliefs that you've got come from? Most of them will have been programmed from birth from other people's paradigms. So if people, and an example of this, my dad always used to believe that people with lots of money must have stolen it. They must have ripped somebody off to get that. But that was his old Jewish East End background. That was the way that he believed people were, based on what his parents thought and his family and his environment. So it didn't make it true. It didn't make it right. It was just a belief that he had. So the first question that I would have to say to you is, when you have a belief about anything at all, ask yourself, what evidence is this based on? What evidence have I got to prove that this belief is true? And what evidence could I have that proved it differently if I wanted? So if I'm getting a result from something but you're not, Does that mean I'm right and you're wrong, or vice versa? What does that mean? It's actually about the belief that you've got about it. Remember, what you believe about you will always come true. So think about, where did that belief come from and what evidence you've got? Now, the start of all of this is being aware that you're living in a paradigm and your belief system is what has been created for you, not by you. Okay, all you've done is compounded the belief system that has been programmed into your brain. Now, that might be hard to accept. Your choice, whether you want to continue with it or whether you want to change it. So think about this. So awareness precedes change. So if you're aware of it, you can change it. If you're not aware of it, the chances are you won't change it at all. So the first step is being aware of that paradigm. The next bit is, and the belief that I want you to accept now, that everything is cause and effect. There's an action, there's a result. There's cause, there's effect, there's sow, there's reap. That is a fact of life that we cannot change. So if you do this, you're going to get that. So it stands to reason that if somebody else is getting something that you're not, if you copy them exactly, the chances are you'll get what they've got, if you believe that. Now, what if you don't believe it? Then that sets up a whole different paradigm. So the first belief that I want you to try and prove me wrong about is that everything is cause and effect. So if you're not happy with a result, you need to change the action. So that is a really, really important part of this. So think about it. Okay, whatever you're doing. So when people have said to me, oh yeah, Ash, but all that coaching shit, it don't work, mate. Have you tried it? No, but like, yeah, I've seen it from other people. Yeah, that doesn't work. Yeah, it wouldn't work for me anyway. Have you tried it? No. Well, how can you say that? Have you done the exact things that I've talked about? Yes or no? Oh yeah, well, I started, but I couldn't be bothered. And there you have it. Right? That is the bit. Cause and effect. Take the action that somebody else is doing and just copy it step by step. That is how you put together IKEA furniture, isn't it? By a step-by-step guide. So think about this is one of the things I want you to do. I want you to think about the result that you're currently getting that you don't actually want, and ask yourself, what behaviors or habits are causing this particular result? Okay, so then write that behavior out in absolutely clear detail, and then ask yourself, what habit or behavior is the polar opposite of the behavior that you've just identified? So if you haven't got enough money and you've been doing this, what is the polar opposite action that you could do, and see if that then gives you money? Okay, I want you to try that. So then write out your new behavior on a separate sheet of paper, and I want you to copy that and put it on post-it notes all around the house. So like on your car mirror, on the fridge, on the mirror in the morning when you're looking at yourself and seeing how gorgeous you are. Put it there and then follow that action from that. So there it is. There's your paradigm shift starting from now. Go and try it and prove me wrong. Come on, do it now. And if you've enjoyed this video, please watch the next video just here, or subscribe to my YouTube channel just here.